glad we have an excited guest. Hey lovely people, welcome to my channel once again. My name is Gloria, and today in today's episode we're having a little guest. Introduce yourself, Petra. Her name is Madam P. Welcome. In today's video we'll be talking about how to birth a baby. First of all, what causes hiccups? That's trapped air in the tummy. It's simple. Overfeeding a baby, which may likely be my area of expertise. When you overfeed a baby, or a baby takes in too much air when they feed, that causes hiccups. Lots of trapped air. Just like when you swallow water, you can easily just, she just burps. You can easily just burp yourself, right? Let air come out. Well, for babies, sometimes they don't have the pleasure of doing so, so you have to do the job. How do you deal with it? I remember with Petra, she just could not handle feeding on a full breast. So in a bid for her to just take it all the milk, she ends up swallowing, and like if she's feeding, you just keep hearing like, take it easy. Sometimes it's like, stop, just stop, you know. We really had issues with latching with Petra, and this is why we're actually dealing with this topic, because I know there are some moms. I was checking online and I wasn't really seeing good videos that would aid me, right? So that was why I decided to come up with mine. And really, you learn as you go, you know, you learn on the job. And with Petra, she has taught me so much. Like, so I want to be a pro mom. I think I'll be a pro mom of burping. Until I hear that, I've not done, you know, I've not done a good job. Once you know your baby already has hiccup, right? Put her in that position and just pat her back upwards, like a bit of pressure, not the simple one, not just a bit of pressure, like you can feel it on her skin. Like, just apply a bit of pressure and you would, she's already hicking up, right? You feel, you will hear the gush of the air, just boom, you know. She will still be hicking up, but it would hasten the time when it will stop rather than lengthening it. Putting her in a seated position, like this one works almost all the time, right? Whenever I don't have the energy to tap or pat or just do anything, right, I just put her in this position. Maybe I'm really hungry and I need to eat. The minute I finish feeding her, I go straight to putting her in this position and we're good to go. And she would just remember, she's sitting up straight. On her own, she would burp. Sometimes if this one is not working, I let her sit by herself where she's more comfortable, on the ground, anywhere. When you're having nausea, for example, right, as moms, pregnant women, as a pregnant woman, you feel that most times you have nausea, or even generally in life, right? When you're vomiting, what do you want people to do? Do you want them to pat your back upwards or downwards? I believe the answer will be downwards, because you don't want to throw up. Sometimes it's downwards to ease you, or you want them to give you water to drink. So in this case, I've seen some videos, they say go in circular motion. I really would not go with that one. Maybe a newborn, yes, but even at that, in my head, what just plays out is you're mixing everything. Like I can be very visual, so sometimes I just feel if it's going around like that, it's like water, you know, everywhere is rough, it's just going around. So no, I prefer it going like patting upwards. Sorry, I'm a bit snotty, so my voice is also a bit different. You're trying to get things out, you're not trying to keep things down, right? So please, upwards and not downwards, and not in circular motion. If it works, circular motion works for you, well done, kudos. This technique, I learned it with her. And if you're having difficulty burping your newborn, what I did was just to hold her like that. After I finish feeding her, I'll just hold her like that. Yes, I did, isn't it? And then we play a little, one way or the other, it comes out. Like, this is magic. I don't know how I learned it. So yes, this one works. She would stretch and it's easy. Yes, Mama, we did it. So yeah, just lifting her so her leg doesn't touch the ground, especially for newborns. Put her in a kneeling position. Once she finished eating, if I'm lying down and I'm too tired, what I do is I just put her in this position and she walks away through. She would burp herself, guys. Remember, there's a bit of pressure on her tummy, not much, just that's why I put her in the lying position, and so she can actually lift herself while she's playing around, you know, just moving. She burps. These are wonderful tips that I learned. Yes, I learned myself, and to be sincere, I've used it not dozens. I feed her every day and multiple times in a day, so I've used it hundreds of times, and it's proven methods. It worked. While in this position, you can just push. There are so many, like this list is inexhaustible, right? So just tap upwards. So I just go like that, especially when I feel like after a long time she hasn't burped. The next thing you know is hiccup, and that is the dreaded part I do not ever want to get to. So what I do is like that. I just keep going, and before you know it, it's out. The more you do this, the more confident you become, right? So practice, like they say, make perfect. I would suggest grape water. I'm going to put a picture of it because I don't have one at the moment, and I feel she has outgrown the use of grape water. Petra used 2. She finished it all before she clocked 2 months. I would try all the methods sometimes and it wouldn't work, and I just end up using grape water. And grape water, what it does is when you take it in, I've tried it before and it actually, we go, well, you're giving your baby something you haven't tried. So one time I took it in and there was this like bubbles kind of that just came up, you know, came out, and I'm like, okay, now this is what happens with the babies. So once you give it to your child, I think they would prescribe 5 ml. I'm not quite sure right now. It should be in the bottle. So before every feed and immediately after, so you can administer. When you give it to the child, just leave her in the position for a while. The next thing you know is, whoop, she's gonna burp. But please talk to your doctor before you administer that, because some babies may be allergic to things inside there. So grape water absolutely works. The massage method. I did this a lot when she was a baby, and right now we're just playing with ourselves. But if you have a newborn, I think this will do. Just massage like that, and then you can go down. All you're doing is disturbing the trapped air in the tummy. Sometimes I even go like that. Oops! I don't know if you heard that. Something actually came out. Once you go that way, massage the legs like in bicycle motion, and then you go round, stretch, round, stretch, and then oops. Okay, now what this method does is it helps to relieve trapped air one way or the other. So this one may not necessarily come out from here, it's to come out from any openings. And when I say opening, I mean it's gonna come out from the bum. One way or the other, babies want to relieve themselves, and I've learned this one most with Petra. She just don't like getting uncomfortable, right? So what she does is, the first thing, after she finished eating and after a while she hasn't burped, she will find a way to fart. She will just find a way to fart, and that fart comes with pooping. The minute she poops, air comes out and she's free. Yes. So the thing is, babies as they grow, they'll help themselves. But those air that are sitting comfortably and say, I'm not going anywhere, you'll come out. If you have a newborn, you're trying to burp them, remember their necks are still weak. You need to support them. So you put your hand like that, right? Hold them. You're not applying pressure on their neck. You're just holding them firm, and then you tap or you massage So another method on how to burp is motion. There's something about motion, right? So just being in motion. Sometimes babies, when they're uncomfortable, they will just start screaming. For Petra, she will scream. So the best thing is to keep in motion, and that will distract them a lot as well. It will also distract you because you will not want to be thinking, oh, she hasn't, but hiccup is going to come, especially if you hate hiccups. To help them, another pattern is playing with your baby. Sometimes just playing with them, right, helps them. But if you have a waiting baby like madam, please don't do that. Someone wants to eat. Now, the last point I'm going to give is, if your child is wearing thick hoodie, right, or a jacket or something, well, winter is coming and it's going to be cold. If your child is wearing something thick, the thicker the clothes your child is wearing, the more pressure you would want to apply, or you may want to take off the jacket or the hoodie or whatsoever to ensure that you have more contact with the skin, because the more contact you feel, when you tap, that's how you know the result. And also, I think the more you do it, you get better. But then your ears, you need to work with sound, like the type of sound you get from when you tap on them. For example, you're hitting the bed, like the sound you get, you know that, oh, it's well padded. It's a bit firmer than from the sound you hear when you're hitting the wall, right? And you know if the wall is empty or not. The more you actually tap on the back, the sound you get will tell you if you're doing a good job or not. You want to play. For newborns, it may be slightly different from how you handle a maybe more grown-up baby. Like for Petra, obviously she's 5 months and she's also bigger in stature, in weight, and all of that. So it's totally different from your conventional newborn baby. When she was really tiny, if I'm going to be patting, I'm more softer. But now I know she's more bigger, so it may need more pressure. So newborns and grown-up babies or a 5-month-old, they're different, and as they grow, remember, they help themselves, they burp themselves in one way or the other, right? If a baby doesn't burp, don't take it to heart, like me. Nothing's going to happen to them. It's just going to end up with hiccup, or sometimes even not. Maybe they didn't take in as much air as you thought they did, so they'll be fine up to the next feed. Put them on their tummy, and the reason why I put that just by her mouth a bip is just in case she burps and there's some droplet, it's going to fall there. Sometimes I just hail her and then she's so excited and then she burps. So it works really well. Good girl. Yeah. Just like leaving a baby in this position, trust me, they're going to burp by themselves. Yes. Sometimes keep them busy, just play with them. I love you, Mama. I do. Mama is about to sleep and she has done a great job. Isn't it, Mama? You did a great job. Now, I think she's in a sleeping position. She has really burped even in the process of this exercise. I wasn't looking for her to really burp in the videos because there wasn't much air in her tummy at that moment and all of that. But I was surprised, as they came out in those little positions that I put her. Even some parts where I wasn't recording, she was just begging like, if I had recorded, if I had picked up this part, it would have been wonderful. Remember, we're all about motherhood. If you have more suggestions, or if you have any suggestions or videos that we could talk about motherhood and all of that, please put it in the comments section and we'll be right there just snooping around. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. See, a well-burped baby is a happy sleeping baby. I don't know what to say. Well, when your baby is well burped, it makes them sleep well because their tummy is free, right? Isn't it? She has slept. Bye bye guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.